New Jersey's minimum wage now up to $13 an hour, hitting that milestone over the weekend.
Now, some employers have beaten the state to the punch, though, rising wages on their own due to labor shortages.
News 12 New Jersey's Alex Sedan with the story.
This is life-changing every time we have a minimum wage increase.
On New Year's Day, most minimum wage workers in New Jersey got a pay increase as the state's minimum wage ticked up from $12 to $13 per hour as part of a gradual rise to $15 per hour in 2024.
The increase this year is about, for a full-time minimum wage worker, is about a $2,000 increase, which is significant.
Nicole Rodriguez is the research director for progressive think tank NJ Policy Perspective. She says the lowest paid workers haven't seen enough growth in their wages for 30 years, so Governor Murphy and Democrats in the legislature stepped in 2019.
For low-income people who are counting every single penny that they have, who are often working multiple jobs at the expense of seeing their families, and other important, life moments that we have, and also dealing with the pandemic. A lot of them are frontline workers, so getting sick and not being able to work is a huge deal.
But in some cases, desperate employers have already voluntarily jacked up wages above $13 per hour to attract scarce workers. This summer, Sahara Sams in West Berlin announced that all positions would be paid $15 an hour, even though seasonal employers have until 2026 to hit that pay rate.
When workers do receive these increases, it goes back into the local economy. So it actually puts more money into the pockets of workers and families who need it most.
The minimum for tipped workers at places like diners and restaurants is still just $5.13 an hour, but that too is a $1 increase over last year's rate.
Not only is it good for the local economy, it's also good for economic recovery.
And that, Rodriguez says, softens the blow of the raise for employers. Alex Sedan, News 12, New Jersey.
Also on January 1st, long-term care facility direct care staff saw their minimum wage rise by $1 up to $16 an hour.